Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Patrick Jordan, also known as Boof from Teen Wolf, apparently. Wednesday Addams, the jock, anything you need. Welcome to Alone Together Pittsburgh. I am sometimes Patrick Jordan, and I'm your host tonight. Alone Together Pittsburgh, if it's your first time watching the show, welcome. Thanks for bringing us into your homes and mobile devices. We started this show back last March when the shelter-in-place order came down, so like in the early teens. Whenever the day that came down, we've been doing it ever since, trying to keep a sense of community going. And we will not be ending any time soon in the near future, it seems, much to everyone's chagrin. But a couple of things. Ticking below me right now is our Venmo. It is @TogetherPGH. So if you have the means to kick in a couple of bucks to the show to support, that would be great. All the money goes to the artists involved in the show on any given night. We are also on PayPal as well, @TogetherPGH. Some new news that started yesterday. We are on Twitch as well, @TogetherPGH. So if for whatever reason Facebook shuts us down, we're also on Twitch and the YouTubes. So that's right. That's a trifecta, a threefer, if you will. But anyway, we started the show because of the pandemic and to get a couple of more stuff out of the way. Every day we talk about the new COVID numbers in Allegheny County. Today there were 270, which is good. We are starting to trend down in the right direction, ticking down slowly from the 400s of last week and then the 1500s of last month. So keep that rolling. The best way to do that is to please wear a mask. Wear two if you can. Double up on those masks. Don't be a jag. It's not a political thing anymore. You can breathe with that mask on. Put the mask on and keep social distancing, keep washing your hands, and hopefully we can get through this because that new European strand is in Allegheny County, so don't let your guard down. But the numbers going down is cool. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight. It's Thursday, so you're gonna find out what Kate ate with Chef Kate Romane is going to be here tonight. We also have, this might be their third time on the show in the last 11 months. That's right, the Wreckids themselves. We have Scott Peterson and Sarah Siplak. The Wreckids are going to be here. They're going to do a number. They're going to do some talk. And we also have, first time on here, the executive director from Ascender, Nadyli Nunez, is going to be here. But before we get to our fantastic guests for tonight, the rock block of what's going on, we have a little thing that we do here, an in-show poll called, this one's the LIL JAGS poll, brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. So if you find out about this poll, go to Engine House 25 Winery, go to eh25.com. It is a local winery. They get the grapes from Napa, Chile, and everywhere in between. But you can get some fantastic wine. You're looking for a last-minute Valentine's gift, this is your spot. eh25.com. They've got a wide variety of reds. They've got a couple of whites. They've got a Sauv Blanc. They've got a Chardonnay. They've got a Rosé. And the red blends will kill you. And if you let them know that you found out about them from Alone Together Pittsburgh, you get $5 off per bottle. They've got some Valentine's Day promotions. You can find it all on the website. Get there. It is right there in the strip where the Strip District meets Lawrenceville, 3339 Penn Avenue. They're doing free delivery during the pandemic, and they're also doing curbside if you want to pick it up. So get that going, eh25.com. Now, Dave, do you want to talk us through this in-show poll for the night, this anniversary?
We're still doing this.
Oh, it's live. It is the 20th anniversary, Dave. I think you should run with this.
The 20th anniversary of what?
Okay, so 20 years ago today, they demolished Three River Stadium. It was imploded.
I was there.
They hit the switch. You were there, Dave?
I was there. I was still up from the night before, I think, but I was there.
Were you like tailgating or did you just like end up there?
Yes.
Did you tailgate? Like, because it was literally like a game. I was down there too.
You were there too?
I
don't think we knew each other then at that point.
We might not have, or we might not have known that we were there. Were you at the point?
No, I went to Mount Washington.
Okay. Because the point was crazy. When the thing imploded, there was a dust cloud. Everyone was like cheering, and then all of a sudden, it just came right at everyone at the point, and there was just like the dust came set in.
The whole place smelled like sulfur, but it actually had nothing to do with the demolition.
It was like that in the morning. It was just weird. It was like that today, 20 years later.
So let's do it, huh?
So let's do it. Fire it up for me, Dave. Tell me what it is.
These are your favorite things when you were there, when you saw. I don't remember what we're doing here. What are we doing?
Okay, these were best moments at Heinz Field. Now, there'd be a million of them, right? So obviously you've got Roberto Clemente's 3000th hit. You've got the Immaculate Reception. We have the Grateful Dead concert, but right now I'm going to say any concert that you saw at Three Rivers Stadium, right? Because there was a lot of them. They talk about the Dead concert. You hear a lot about the Springsteen concert. I remember the Metallica Guns N' Roses tour concert that was at Three Rivers. And then obviously when the Penguins won their second cup, the big party in the rain that was there where the players and fans were just sliding around on the tarp in the rain. So lots of different things. Or watching it blow up. So you got the choices there. This is only for people watching the show live, not the people listening to the audio only podcast version.
Screw you, podcast fans.
But props to that. There is the poll. Where do you fall in this, Dave? What would you think it was? I mean, I don't think I was. Definitely wasn't there for Clemente's 3000th hit, or the Immaculate Reception for that matter. I remember my friends going to the Grateful Dead concert there. I might have been in like high school, junior high, maybe. I don't know. The bunny cam's not working here. Where would you fall in the voting, Pete? What do you think? Dave?
I'm here. Pete's here.
Bunny's gone. Pete's gone. Dave's letting me hang. Anyway, get your votes in at home. What do you think, Pete?
I think I'm wearing the same shirt you're wearing.
Oh, nice. Great minds think alike. Man, the guy who designed these shirts and the reason these were made, fantastic.
That was Mike Budai, actually.
Really? Amazing.
Yeah.
This is from the Lebowski Fest that Pete threw, and I freaked out over this shirt. And I have the City of Bridges one, too. I might start wearing that again now that I can wear white on the show. I put it in a different drawer because I couldn't wear white in the early days of the show.
So where do I stand on this?
Well, where do you stand on this? Oh, shoot, I forgot. My high school band performed there, Terra Maze. I performed with the Color Guard. Our flags wrapped around our bodies and flew all over the place. Wind Tunnel Stadium. Okay. I was there, too. I have greatest pictures. The dust was amazing. All right, Sarah, since you're going to be on the show in a little bit, you've got about 20 minutes to get us those pictures. Donna saw it. What do you think, Pete?
The blow-up was cool. I wasn't there for it, though. I missed it, but that was pretty sweet.
Definitely, it was a day. Make a day.
It was
of
a day.
Lots of people were tailgating.
It's true.
It was literally like a tailgate, and I saw a bunch of people posting pictures from them doing it, and it was really like a times capsule. Like you don't realize how long ago 20 years was till you see the clothes and the hats.
Right. So do you think it was a bigger deal when that was imploded or exploded or however they bring it down, or when the Civic Arena came down?
Oh, I think it was Three Rivers for sure. Because, well, the Civic Arena didn't have, like, there was like a lineage of like some magic that happened at Three Rivers Stadium, right? That the Civic Arena had it, but it wasn't the same. Like the Steelers of the 70s, the Pirates of the 70s, even the Pirates of the late 90s, early 2000s, you know what I mean? In the playoffs and the runs, like Andy Van Slyke. I mean, that would be like my memories of like crazy stuff there. I was there with my dad and I and my sister went to the last game at Three Rivers and the last game at the Pirates. And I lost this picture.
You mean last Steelers and last Pirates?
The last Steelers and last Pirates at Three Rivers Stadium. I'm sorry.
Did they play each other?
They didn't.
They should.
That would have been amazing. Like all the old like dudes in walkers. Like Bill Mazeroski comes out with he wasn't in a walker at the time. He still isn't. But like that would be great. But I remember the guys after they did all the fireworks and the send offs and the highlight reels and all that stuff. All the players just walked around and shook everyone's hands. So I had a disposable camera, and there was a picture that I had, but it's obviously gone. It was 20 years ago. But Andy Van Slyke was walking around shaking people's hands. And I was like, get the camera ready. So I literally took my first selfie, and Andy Van Slyke was shaking hands, and I just threw my arm around him like a geeked out kid. I took the picture. The picture took, but I didn't realize
he's cut
how
off. He's like,
but it's like all nostrils. But I didn't realize either Andy Van Slyke was crying his eyes out or was just hammered, and I think it was both. I didn't realize till I got home, and then some
one
buddies of mine
lead to the other.
Well, buddies of mine were wandering around the stadium trying to sneak in, and they said they went to the ramp where you can walk right onto the field, and they were just there, and Andy Van Slyke was hanging out, and they all just shot the shit with Andy Van Slyke before he went in for the thing. So there's nice memories, good memories. I ended poorly, but yeah. So I remember that the Three Rivers one was probably better than the one at PNC Park. But the PNC Park one had a lot more firepower, I think. Yeah.
PNC. You mean
the Three River Stadium before it went down. I think that the Three River Stadium's implosion was a bigger deal in town, especially because it was imploded.
Right.
They didn't implode the igloo.
Didn't they do that? I thought they did.
They might have, but it wasn't like it wasn't the statue.
Or did they slowly just?
Well, I mean, I think it slowly went down. I don't really remember, but even
it was like when Pac-Man dies, the roof it turned like that. It like ate itself with the roof.
I'm with that. Yeah, so I don't know. So I would think that, I mean, we can put that out to the comments of anyone. What do you think is a bigger deal, when the igloo went down, or when I mean, Three River Stadium, what ended up happening was, too, after Three Rivers went down, they salvaged everything, right? Like, chairs were for sale. They had like auctions. They cut up that AstroTurf, you know what I mean? And like you could buy a roll of the turf from the car, like a straight up fire sale. So they sold like everything, the signs from the bathrooms, like they got through everything. But I mean, I remember like there was footage, right? So they had like people set up cameras in there with the surround spinny cameras and stuff, in case they wanted them for a disaster movie or something. But yeah, that was a big deal. I mean, like they honored it today. I don't think there's going to be like a specific day that the Civic Arena went down. But I mean, I could be wrong.
For some reason, I thought there was. Maybe I'm getting it misconstrued with when Heinz Field went down in your movie.
Oh, in the Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, that was rough. I mean, that was the second worst implosion in Heinz Field. The first was against Cleveland earlier this year. But but yeah, so that was
Dave, quick on the cues.
Dave pulled
I'm a little
that up.
slow today, actually.
When the igloo went up, it was a big deal. Absolutely, Shelly Danko. Yes. When the igloo went up, it was a big deal. I'm talking about when it came down, because Three River Stadium was like an ashtray. You know what I mean? Like 5 or 6 stadiums were from that same mold.
But when the igloo went up, it was kind of like when the stadium came down. It like just decimated a whole neighborhood of people in the Hill District.
Oh, yeah,
but we don't want to get into that right now.
No, that's not the show. This is the Three Rivers implosion, and it was just a parking lot.
Keep on scratching.
I think we should get to the show. Everyone, get voting. Get that rolling here right now. I think we should get to our first guest because we're running late here. So coming up first, okay, I told you before, it's a group called Ascender, right, which is a community of innovators that helps entrepreneurs start and build their companies by offering educational programming, mentorship, expert coaching, incubation, and a collaborative working space. We're going to get to the executive director in a second, but we got a little video to give you guys a taste of what Ascender is all about.
Entrepreneurship, it comes in many forms. Sometimes it looks like this.
No. Sometimes it's this.
And sometimes you have to sacrifice, like doing Uber Eats on the side.
No two entrepreneurs are the same.
Or go through the same things.
And there's no playbook on how to be a successful entrepreneur.
No set way of doing things, and sometimes you feel like you're on your own.
It definitely gets lonely.
It's usually just name tags, small talk, and cheese plates. Not another cheese plate.
But what if you could get all the knowledge you need to be an entrepreneur and have support?
What if there was a community to unite entrepreneurs and provide the resources you need to be successful?
This is Ascender, Pittsburgh's community for entrepreneurs. Ascender is an organization that provides space, resources, and a network for entrepreneurs from all kinds of industries.
What truly differentiates Ascender is what we have to offer our entrepreneurs. From technical support to programming, which includes our incubator, to modern space and amenities.
And Ascender isn't just for tech pros. It's for people in retail, software, nonprofits, and more.
The only requirement here is that you have to be willing to put in the work.
This is Ascender, Pittsburgh's community for entrepreneurs.
All right, so please welcome Nadyli Nunez.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
What's happening?
The video said it all.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks. We'll see you next time. I'm just kidding.
Bye, peace.
I'm just kidding.
No, I gotta say, I gotta appreciate the cat videos at the beginning because backstage was a real dog show, and I'm a cat woman, as you can see. And so thank you, Dave. Shout out to you.
We got a Go Ascender from the crowd here. So you're a cat. You're a cat person. There's a lot of dogs. You're gonna, like, later on in the show, it's just gonna be covered with dogs. This whole show is going to the dogs.
That includes the men.
Absolutely. That's what I was talking about. We're gonna have some fine animals as well, some canines as well. We just saw Bunny on the bunny cam. So all right, so we just caught like a taste of what Ascender's all about, and you've got a new incubation program coming up.
Yeah, so we have our incubator coming up. It starts with the boot camp. Applications are open right now. If you go to ascenderpgh.com, you'll see the video you just saw, but also a banner to apply for the incubator program, which is essentially anyone who's starting a business. It doesn't have to be tech. You can be selling merchandise. You can sell T-shirts. You can sell whatever. Yeah, if you scroll way up, or where it says apply today to our incubator program, the very top, it will take you to where you got to go. But yeah, we do a boot camp, a weekend-long boot camp, and we teach you all about business planning, competitive analysis, customer discovery. And if you don't know what words I just said, then you should apply. So it's coming up. The deadline is March 8th for that.
That's coming up. So who would be your ideal candidate? Like, if you had to say, like, oh, you need to come to this. Yeah.
So it's kind of vast, which is not helpful. So for one, some people have an idea. You know, you and I can have an idea. Doesn't mean it's any good. So we ask at least for a researched idea, something where you are, you know, maybe is it a restaurant that you want to open? Maybe it is a subscription box for beer merchandise that you want to do. It could be bed sheets that you found the best bed sheets that reduces wrinkles. Anything like that. There's just got to be some, like, an angle to it. So if you're opening a restaurant but all your food is blue, that's weird, but that's interesting. We can work with that.
Okay. All right. I like it. Absolutely.
And so there's got to be some possibility. At the end of the day, it's something that it might start as a side hustle right now, but you wanted to turn it into a full-time job eventually, whether that's next year or 5 years down the road.
Understood. And as far as the educational program, how long and how often are those classes or those workshops?
That's a great question. No wonder you're hosting the show. So for the pre-incubation boot camp, which is part of the application process, we understand that everyone writes good applications. So we kind of, for those who look a little bit promising, we bring them on for a weekend. We teach them some stuff, get to know them a little bit more, and that's going to be about 4 days worth of intensive educational programming, active. There's some homework that we give you before it. But after, if you get accepted into the incubation program, which would start kind of in June, you would have a year-long commit or engagement with us, I should say. And that includes weekly meetings with a coach. We also provide up to $5,000 in funding. The business services that we provide will equate to about $12,000 that you would otherwise spend in order to get consultation, in order to find the resources and the networking. Ascender is pretty well known in the entrepreneurship space here. So you need a UX designer, you need a sales rep. We've got some good people with talent.
Now, are these working? During the pandemic here, are these all like virtual, these online kind of courses, or are you still doing in person?
These are all virtual courses. However, our space in East Liberty is open, so some of our companies come in and just get work done there. But when it comes to the actual instruction, it's all virtual, just to keep it safe for everyone.
And you've got a collaborative working space there. I mean, how many people are collaborating on that space? I mean, how big's your spot?
We have about 1,100 square feet of space, and right now with the pandemic, we have people coming in and some people at home or a mix. So we'll have about total in terms of membership, we have about 60 people.
Wow.
And these are spanning all kinds. So you have software companies, you have services, those who are in banking, those who are in retail as well. So you get a mix of everything. And it actually creates a really interesting dynamic because if you have a marketing agency and you need marketing, they're right there.
Right. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I guess I didn't even think about that. Like everybody's all together. That's like the ideal situation of a collaborative co-working space.
Exactly. There have been people who become even such good friends they've gone to Mexico together just for fun.
All right.
You just become friends with people.
All right. So you heard it here, folks. Go to Ascender and you get a free trip to Mexico. It just happens. It comes along naturally. All right, here's your spot. This is great.
Yes, that's our spot. I love working out of there. High ceilings. It actually used to be a drapery factory, Latina Drapery. That's why we have high ceilings.
So where is it? Just sort of in East Liberty. Where would it?
So if you think about Trader Joe's, if you know where Trader Joe's is, that plaza, we're on the exact opposite side of the plaza on the 3rd floor.
Okay, all right, I know that right there. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Kind of on the side of Bakery Square, but we're not in Bakery Square.
Gotcha, you're right by it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I go there all the time. All right.
Yeah, you got Trader Joe's there. You got free parking. You got Target. I mean, it's such a great location for everything. Yeah, people love hanging out there.
Cool. How long have you been with Ascender? I mean, is this your baby? Or, yeah.
Nah, not my baby.
Right.
I'm too young for that.
Obviously.
Okay? So, no, I started as operations director January of 2019. Before that, I was running a pitch competition called Uprise in partnership with BNY Mellon. But 9 months into operations director, I got the job to run the whole thing.
That's awesome. And where are you from originally?
So I'm originally from New York City. I grew up in Harlem, but my first 5 years I spent in Dominican Republic. That's where my family's from. Yeah. Right. Can't you tell?
I wasn't going there. I was just like, I didn't know. I mean, I was assuming maybe there was some New York something there, but like, I usually say like, what part of Pittsburgh? But I buy this. This is cool.
Well, I got some friends from New York who say, I'm hearing a little bit of a Yinzer accent. What's going on? I go, no. Okay, I gotta go.
No, come on. I am a judge. I am a judge for a Pittsburgh accent. I have been hired for my Pittsburgh accent before, and there's not a trace of a Pittsburgh. I don't see it happening. Now I don't know what you were talking like 5 years ago, but I'm not hearing any Yins.
Nobody here's got a Pittsburgh accent.
See that?
Not on this show. Never.
Well, I have an employee whose brother lives in France, and he knows a little bit of French, but his pronunciation is a Yinzer pronunciation because he's from Pittsburgh. So
this is awesome.
French Yinzer.
I would love this. I would love to hear someone be like, "Hey, parlez-vous français?" Like, "Hey, je m'appelle Donnie." You know, what I mean, I would love to hang with somebody, a French Yinzer. Anyway, not probably the way we should have ended the interview here, but as we start to wrap things up, let's just go over the dates again. When was the deadline to sign up for this?
The deadline is March 8th. Next week we have an application kind of workshop panel. So if you suck at writing applications or you're not used to writing these, show up next, I believe, Tuesday. If you go down our website, events, you'll get more information. But the deadline for the application is March 8th. You go to our website, you'll get all the information you need.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for spending some time with us here tonight. Come back if you got anything else coming down the pipe.
Will do. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Let's give it up. Everybody check out ascenderpgh.com. Thank you, Nadyli. Fantastic. I'm now on the hunt for a French Yinzer to come on the show. Dave, I need you to learn French, even though your Pittsburghese has gotten pretty good, Dave. Dave, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Good,
right
good,
here.
good. Just wanted to make sure. Are you like thinking some French stuff? All right. So, all right.
When I'm not speaking, that's when I'm carrying you across the beach. You can find my footsteps.
Did you see the like, you know how we obviously capitalized on the giant Bernie memes, or that were going around. There was one with the footsteps on the beach, and it said, "This is when Bernie's meme was carrying you." I liked it. So anyway, before we bring out our next guests, checking in on Bobcat Dogthwaite, the bunny cam is giving us that booty cam, but that's cool. Bunny's just kicking it off to the side there on like a suede sheet, I believe. That looks like a blue suede sheet where the magic happens. But before we bring out our next couple of guests, I want to talk about a quick sponsor of ours. That'd be Farm to Table Pittsburgh. If you go to farmtotablepa.com, you can find out everything you need about farmers markets, how to be sustainable, basically where to go, how to get your CSAs, where to get the food, the produce delivered, and where to pick it up, and everything in between. Go to farmtotablepa.com and be sure to tune into our show every Wednesday, and you can find out a different Farm to Table segment. We've got everything from Erin Hart herself from Farm to Table, and we also have a plethora of farmers who come on and talk about some deals that they've got going on and things that they're cooking up. So farmtotablepa.com. Now, without further ado, let's bring out a couple who were on some of the early episodes of the show here. I think the last time they were on was May. So it's great to have them back. Let's have Sarah and Scott from the Wreckids.
Well, hello.
Hello.
How are things happening?
They're great.
Things are good. Great. That's good. So I mean, how is it like that you guys, how is it like continuing to have this band, a father-daughter band? It's kind of like an amazing thing. It's like, it's kind of like the Osmonds, but different. It's like the Jacksons when Joe Jackson was the lead before the kids took over. So I'm just curious how it's been going for you two.
It has been a treasure.
I've got nothing.
Okay, good. Well, welcome back to the show, you two. Never a dull moment. With my favorite couple, my favorite band.
He's not
How's everything going, guys?
I just look twice her age.
I don't even think that's true, but I'm gonna run with it tonight because I might need some humor to get interjected. I might need some humor and dad jokes.
Let's keep it serious.
Let's keep it serious, man.
Okay, sure. So anyway,
people need seriousness right now.
Wait, I have to show you something because you asked.
Oh wow, this is the picture of Sarah from the implosion.
Okay, I was on Mount Washington.
Dave was on Mount Washington.
This is the before.
There's Three Rivers.
Dave, can you do some Ken Burns music?
We'll get flagged.
You don't need to look at all of them, but.
Ooh.
Patrick, can you narrate like a letter from a husband to a wife about the implosion?
Come on,
It was 20 years ago. 20 years ago today.
Let's do this.
There was a
Pepper told his band, "You must play."
You must play. But they played so hard, the stadium could not hold. And that band was the last time they ever played because they were an atomic weapon. Look at that. The smoke, the boom. This was what it is. Just remember. And that last shot, actually bring up that last shot, one right before that. It was.
Aerophilia.
See, so you can see, is that the one? No, the next one. You can see a piece of Heinz Field in one of the other one. Just keep it rolling. There was one that I think I saw a piece of Heinz Field that was just being. It's in there. Yeah, it's in there. Because when that one of them, it's fine. Those are amazing pictures. There it is. That's great. There it is. That's the one. That's Heinz Field off to the side.
What? Oh.
See that? That's the top deck of Heinz Field because when they were like the structure of Heinz Field was built, and it was almost touching Three River Stadium. It was like right up against it while the Steelers played their last season there and the Pirates. So you could see the new stadium.
That's crazy. You know that Hunts actually almost got the naming rights to it?
That would have been horrible. And I think you're lying. You're a god darn dirty liar. You're a freak and a liar. It will never happen. I'm never having you on the show again.
That would have been so funny for them to do that. It would have.
I don't think Hunts, from the quality of their catsup, I don't think that they have the money to do the naming rights for a professional.
I did party with the husband of the woman who was the heir to the Hunts ketchup money.
$20.
Kevin Bacon?
Wait. So you partied with the woman who was the heiress.
The husband.
The husband to the Hunts.
Yeah.
The husband of the woman. The woman had the Hunts money. And the husband was just was just there. The husband was probably working 2 jobs. There's no way the Hunts people have a lot of money. I'm sorry. That is not a quality product.
Oh, I agree.
I'm joking. I don't want a lawsuit here. I'm just saying in Pittsburgh there's the Heinz and Hunts thing. We had Heinz ketchup in our big Jagoff poll earlier, but we wouldn't even dare to put Hunts in there because that's not. Where's Hunts out of?
Carnegie. True story. I just went to the Hunt's Mansion not too long ago. It was a 1,300 square foot Cape Cod in Carnegie, and it is super nice.
Oh wow, very nice. All right, I like it. So you're drinking a White Claw, which means you're going to party.
Yeah,
Tonight's a party. So when is that a new White Claw or is that the original White Claw?
I don't know the answer to that question.
How is that your first White Claw or your second White Claw of the day?
My first.
This is the
Okay, I was going to say. I was curious because like right now it's been like 37 minutes since you cracked that thing. And if it's the same one, doesn't it lose something?
Oh, it's gross.
Yeah, because like it has to be so cold
Yeah.
to drink that. It's like got to be like hot and cold.
Didn't we just have that same discussion on our last podcast? I'm not even kidding.
About
I
White
swear
Claw?
to God. I swear to God. Alan was like, it's got to be like Calvin.
So I thank you, Scott, because that parlays us. You guys are working on a podcast.
No. He's not.
He's not, but you guys were on the podcast.
We're on the podcast.
But Sarah is working on the podcast, so we can talk about that podcast per se.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's called What Do We Do Now?
You want me to take this one?
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah, so Alan, who is the host of The Moth, and Zoob, who is a local musician, they got together and are interviewing Olafson. In my head, I didn't want to say his last name because Oliphant was coming out, and I was
Nailed
like,
it.
That's not his last name.
It's not Oliphant.
It's not Oliphant. I know, that's why I didn't say it. Olafson. So anyway, they are interviewing different performers. Zoom just said I'm the heir to the White Claw fortune. I wish I were the heir to the White Claw.
Take a knee, Scott. Tap out.
You know what? He did the same thing when we were getting interviewed for that podcast.
So this graphic is pretty fantastic.
Yes, Matt Zoob will have to weigh in. I don't remember his last name, but they have an artist friend who does the graphics for each episode, and he's awesome. They've all been really awesome.
You got the glitter off my forehead pretty spot on.
Yeah, and your beard is definitely dark.
Yeah, and so is my hair. I mean, well, right now it's kind of two-tone, but I've been blonde for 5 years.
I can't believe we're picking on this. And I think I know you in that outfit though, Scott. That is a fine outfit. I'm just saying.
So, Patrick, do you want me to talk about the outfit?
No, I would prefer you to hold off on the outfit for a moment.
Okay.
Just a moment. I would like to talk more about this podcast because all we got was like Zoob's name.
Yeah, it's true. So yes, conversations with performing artists who can't perform. And so 3 have come out so far. And I ran into Zoob in the Giniggle the one day and we were talking about it. And I said, I have all this experience editing audio from working at the Saturday Light Brigade, but I haven't done it in years. And I actually love editing audio if you would like any help with editing. And so they are letting me edit their podcast, and it's been really fun listening to all these different stories of these performers and just kind of thanks Zoop. Listening to what I mean.
Now, do you guys perform at all on this, or is it just all conversation?
He did not perform on that.
They begged us to, and we were like, "Well, we should have worked this out earlier in our contractual negotiations."
We haven't been playing a lot of music during the pandemic, so no, that was just talking about what life has been like.
Okay, well, I mean, just to show that you love us more, we're going to ask you to sing something. But
we've been working on something.
No, that's good. But before we get to that, just the fact that I think the artist, his name is Michael Artman.
Oh, it's Michael? Crap.
Michael Artman.
I'm really sorry.
If that's his legit last name, he's found his calling.
Yeah.
Michael Artman. And how could you, if that was his last name, how could you forget that? Okay. So you guys haven't been playing a lot of music. You guys have just been grinding and, living that COVID lifestyle. But Sarah, you were also involved in a play.
Yeah.
Over at the City Theater.
Actually, I think the last time we were on Alone Together was in April. And we were supposed to do the show in May. And everything in my life was leading up to that. And then all the theaters shut down and they just kept pushing it. And then I became unemployed and was like, oh, I can't wait for this show to happen. And then, kudos to City Theater. I mean, they've been all over the news lately in the New York Times and stuff because they really pulled something together that was amazing
they were hustling, and it was community oriented, and they managed to shift from what they do, but they were able to get some actual theater in there as well. You know what I mean? So the Jill Sobiel's Seventh Grade, and then they did the Frankenstein thing at the end, there, right?
I really wanted to go see, and I didn't get out to see it, but yeah, they did theater. They had bands perform. They had dance things happening. It was, I mean, really. I think now maybe some things are starting to happen a little bit more.
I'm nervous.
Oh yeah, I'm nervous. I mean, I'm not sure about. I ran into a friend of mine the other day who is a performer, and she said she has a live gig. I think it's this weekend. Maybe it was last weekend. And I was like, what? But it's at a venue that's at 25% capacity, maybe. So just a handful of people will be there. And I was like, man, I would love to go to something. I just don't know if I
don't know if I'm ready, right? Because like now I even go out and I'm like, when I see noses, I get real pissed off.
God, it's the worst.
It's like we're coming up on a year on this shit, and at least we got to be close to the 10-month mark for masks, where everyone needs to wear a mask. Because I know that didn't really hit till April. And then like the first couple of weeks, it was like, we shouldn't wear masks so like first responders can get them and everything. But now everybody's, you got a mask, you should wear your mask. It's been driving me crazy. Like people are posting, I got a lot of people sports oriented on my feeds and stuff. And like they were making the busts for the Hall of Fame guys. The guys just got into the Hall of Fame and they were getting their faces measured. And there's like this like almost scientist artist who's like measuring their faces. So obviously their faces have to be open. But the guy who's doing its mask is literally like on his bottom lip, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like I just
like that he maybe got tested though.
But I don't buy it. I don't care. You can get tested. There's you can still have some respect. Just put the mask over your nose. Pete? Hey Pete, what do we call that?
Dick nose.
Dick nose.
Dick nose. Yeah. You just stepped on Pete's punchline, Sarah, you son of a gun. Wow. Hey, Pete, now you know how Scott feels.
Actually, I don't feel that way. I always beat her to the punch.
Whoa.
Whatever.
Well, anyway.
He says it and I say it louder, which I think is the same thing.
Like right now? Jeez.
Understood. Dick nose is where it's at. And which also, if Dave can find me a picture from Teen Wolf, I think you can find a picture of Styles wearing a specific T-shirt that says Dick Nose, if you can. If Rob Hurst just makes the post.
Hi, Rob Hurst.
If Rob Hurst makes the post, God damn it, we need to find a picture to go up with visual aid for Rob Hurst.
Yeah.
What a lovely profile picture there too, Robert Hurst.
Oh.
Patrick, can I ask you two questions?
Sure, and then we're gonna go ahead.
The first thing, this is so the things that we're seeing on our screen here, are they popping up live? Like the Zoob stuff that we were saying?
Oh.
Yes.
That's incredible.
That's the first thing Dave found. But come on, Dave. Come on. Yes, everything it's live. See the little feed to your side there? That's everything on the social medias.
That's amazing. This is amazing technology.
Yeah. So there you go. So you go in
the
the
socials
comments.
are popping up on the screen. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like my friend Nathan Zoob.
Yeah, he's been chiming in. It's been
right up on the screen. Very cool. Okay.
That's great. And also, if we missed this, he did confirm that his given Christian name is Michael Artman.
Wow.
Artman, who does the art for the show.
That's awesome.
For the podcast. All right, that's great. What was your second question?
I was gonna ask if the Naughty Pine wall paneling system behind you.
Yes, sir.
Is that custom charred or did that survive a fire?
That's OG. That was here when I got here, so I have no idea.
So maybe like a little torch or something?
I believe that it was either I believe it was either torched, or somebody might have hit it with a specific style of painting.
Interesting. I like it a lot better than just the regular old Knotty Pine, like Pocono's cabin look.
Yeah, definitely. It's good. It looks good. Its picture frames look good on it.
Yeah, it's tasty.
It's good. It's good stuff.
That's cool. I love it.
Well, when the pandemic ends, you'll have to come over, or I'll open a window and you can look in from outside. Boom! There's the picture.
Oh, what are you looking at, Dick Nose?
That is Styles, one of the greatest characters from '80s folklore and film. I know people say what you want to about Johnny from the Karate Kids having a resurgence, but Styles is where it's at. So anyway, you guys have been working on a little Michael Dick Nose Art Man is his name. It's wild. That's what Zoom just said. All right, so you guys have a little song here that you've been working on, something that maybe you might bring something for us, and then maybe you guys can hang out when we talk to Kate about some takeout spots. All right, great.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The Wreckids, everybody.
I'm ready.
All right. Don't worry. The song is not all that long, so if you're not into this, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I only know about like 2 different things, and that's not one of them.
Amazing. I can't even. I just had to. I turned off my microphone. I was just like, I can't.
You thought you were
believe.
going to leak.
Wow. So you guys haven't missed a beat. I mean, I feel like I'm at one of your shows, and that's because you guys. It's like there's you guys and Springsteen for the marathon sets. I mean,
actually, I learned from the Ramones, man. It's like if it's longer than 15 seconds, like they get the idea. They're like, we're good. Done.
But, all right, so let's hear your next one.
Do we have time?
Sure, I think we have time for one more.
I rehearsed that line.
He told
I was like,
me.
he's going to say, why don't you do one more? And I was going to be like, do we have more time? And it killed.
You brought it home, buddy.
Every show we do, before we even start singing, he goes, do we have time for 8 more?
I mean, it's pretty good because that's like what everybody does. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. This one's a little more serious.
Yep.
A little bit longer.
Yep.
Please turn your goddamn brights off. It's the middle of the day. I know you didn't mean to, but you really turned them on. You really turned them on. You're super old, night vision's gone. In your Cadillac, your brights are on. Oh, they're driving me insane. 2 bullets through my brain. I swerve into your lane to ease the pain. They're not good at fog and snow. They just make it worse. You'll swerve into a ditch if I don't get you first. If I don't get you first. It's very nice to meet you, Sean. And I like your car, but your brights are on. Oh, they're driving me insane. 2 bullets through my brain. I swerve into your lane to ease the pain. I don't know how How did you do it? Are you Don Juan? Maybe you rubbed their nipples, 'cause you really turned them on. You really turned them on. I don't care if you are from Tron. On your laser bike, your bright is on. Oh, it's driving me insane. One bullet through my brain. I swerved into your lane to ease the pain. Don't even get me started on turn signals.
Yeah.
So worked up.
I am excited.
He's
Thank
an
you so
angry
much for
driver
that.
when someone has their brights on.
I love it. I believe it. I feel it. It's good. It's good. We with the feed was firing up. People were very excited about it. Oh, look at this.
Exactly what my face looks like.
Is that when you're shaved? Nadyli was feeling it. Kate was feeling it. Tracy Jackson wanted to chime in and said 10 seconds, not 15 seconds. 10 seconds is the limit.
10 seconds. That's
But-
right.
Well, ask
Tracy.
Sarah. I always aim for about that amount of time.
That was fantastic. Heck yeah, those Townshed drums.
Townsend drums.
You even had a nice little like visual aid. It was pretty good. This is good.
Oh, we'll make the week's work suck less.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's good shit, man. I love that. So thank you so much. For a minute there, she said that song was a perfect 10 is what she meant. Not 10 seconds, 15 seconds. That song was perfect. The short, sweet, perfect. But then you guys can actually play real songs too. I'm flattered. I'm honored. We all are that you guys, with it. You guys did not miss a step. You were back in action. The Wreckids, everybody.
Man, it feels good. It feels really, really good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of COVID and pandemics, watching music, playing music, it's hard, man. It's sad. It's sad.
It's sad, but your music, when you do it, brings joy. And maybe later on in the show, you play another one.
What? That's crazy.
I don't know. So you guys want to stick around for a minute?
Yeah, we are around. But I feel like, can we plug our show that's coming up? Because we are doing a show.
What? Are you kidding
Internet
me?
Zoom show.
It's a Zoom show.
Plug it. I love a Zoom show.
March 12th.
That's coming up.
At TBA PM.
We don't know what time it is yet.
But if you like what you heard, check out the Wreckids, because it doesn't. I mean, that's their best song. But
Maureen, thanks for asking where you can hear us. We're on the YouTubes.
Yep, check them out on YouTube.
I mean, we don't post much on our Facebook, but we do have something about that show coming up. So, but we don't have any info on it yet. Really.
Yeah, I mean, the most recent picture of you on your Facebook is what you're like, that is the oldest Wreckids picture of all time. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't have a lot of time, and I was just like, I was putting it together. I was like, oh, there they are together in a little picture frame.
Whatever. We're not.
How long ago was that?
Well, I was not blonde. Not that I'm blonde right now, but I've been blonde for 5 years. That was at a gig we played at the library.
And I hadn't started dyeing my beard gray.
Isn't it crazy dyeing your beard gray? I mean, I bought some of that gray dye as well, but I didn't branch to the chops yet. I'm just on the chin.
Dude, I don't mean to brag, but this is worth about $25K a year.
I believe that.
At the business, people are like, he just seems like he knows what he's doing. I don't know. I trust him.
They just believe you, and they just give you their money and their checking account numbers. It's amazing. Routing
Before
numbers.
I got a lot of gray. Brand.
Okay.
A lot of gray.
A lot of gray. I love it. So March 12th.
Yeah.
TBA time. You've got the show. It is coming. It is going to be live on the interwebs and on the information superhighway. You can do it from the safety of your home.
For having us and for, I mean, I just have to get out there. I just have to say it once. I cannot believe you started doing this 10 months ago.
Yeah, whenever March. This is
still doing it.
This
It's
is week
insane.
40. Is this week 49 or 48, Dave?
What? Oh my God. Come on.
Seriously.
48.
This is week 48, episode, I believe, 149.
48 miserable weeks.
Episode 149.
146, Patrick. 146.
I cannot believe it.
That's not true, Dave.
You're totally wrong, but it's fine.
It's 149.
We'll talk about this later.
It's a lot.
Let's sidebar this one.
All right, we'll sidebar it. Whatever. It's over
Table it.
140. It's been 146 for 2 weeks. I guess we're saving the 150 for the big show. See what Bunny thinks about it. Anyway, all right, yeah. So we've been rolling, and you guys were here early on. It's 11 months. Shit. Yeah. So we started right when they were about to shut everything down there. So, son of a bitch. Yeah. So anyway,
Thank you very much.
well, hey, whatever, man. We're still doing it, and you guys are still doing it. And you guys are, got a concert coming up. So that concert's coming. Everyone's going to check that out, and we will plug it again when it gets closer to that concert. But our next guest is waiting patiently, and I believe she's not. I'm guaranteeing she's not on her first beer. But let's get to everyone's favorite Thursday night segment. We find out what Kate ate with Chef Kate Romane. That's right, Chef Kate Romane goes to different takeout spots and delivery places to let you guys know, to get a quick little industry review, what's awesome and what's not, and how you should tip when you go to said places. Here she is, without further ado, Kate Romane.
Hi.
What's up, Kate? Hey, Snacks.
Are you kidding me?
Good morning, Snacks. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, that you guys, that was so good.
Oh, that was a good song. Sarah's loving it. She's texting about it. She says, "Woohoo, Kate and Snacks." She's chiming in. So Snacks woke up. I'm sorry we woke up Snacks, and he doesn't seem pleased about it. Like he literally jumped. He was having a good dream. I could tell that. So how are you? I see you got a beer in hand. That's good. I'll take a sip with you. It's not a White Claw, is it?
It is definitely it's a partly claddy from the East End Brewery. I've broken my fast of 2 weeks. Now I'm drinking.
Good for you. I believe Pete's on 4 months.
I don't understand how you're doing that, Pete. Good job.
Good talk, Pete. All right, so Sarah and Scott are going to hang with us here, if you don't mind. Like real quick, Kate, where'd you go this week?
So I went to 2 places this week. It was National Pizza Day the other day, so we got ILOs.
Great. I love ILOs. I believe that's what we are going to do on Saturday here in the house here.
It was fucking great.
When's the last time you had it?
I always end up going Minios, but I went ILOs and it was fantastic.
I'm the opposite. I always go ILOs, and on occasion we'll go Minios. Okay, this is ILO's pie right here. Which pie did you get?
Just a pepperoni pizza in the middle of the afternoon. I ate it in bed. It was fantastic.
You ate it what?
In bed. It was awesome.
In the middle of the afternoon. Like you bypassed your kitchen table, your dining room table. You're like, screw it. I'm going to bed with this pizza. It's 1 in the afternoon.
I mean, it was like 3.
Okay. Still doesn't matter. Had you been at work earlier in the day?
Yeah.
Now you had a crazy week at work last week. Did it simmer down at all?
Yeah, but we're going into there's a big day at the end of we have Valentine's Day at the end of the week.
Nadyli, that's right. Team ILO's over here.
Yeah, it was. So the pizza was fucking great. Everybody was masked. They had. I mean, I don't know if this is every time, but somebody was literally just cleaning.
Yeah,
and opening the door for you.
This is my go-to takeout pizza. It's not super far from my house or your house, but like it's right up over the hill for me. And they've always been masked. And you'd expect some place that has like the reputation for being like the neighborhood, hey, pizza pie place, but no, they are masked up. Their cleanliness, they're on point. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and I feel bad. They just did that remodel, I think, this last year or whatever, but they aren't doing any indoor dining right now. But
Yeah, they expanded just like Minio's expanded, then Aiello's expanded, and they had the bar in there and everything, and it just yeah, kind of. I mean, it sucks for everybody. You know what I mean? But you know they're keeping it rolling. You know, so
yeah, it was really good. I might be switching. I might be more
up the hill instead of down the hill.
Yeah,
that's cool.
The other thing I got, which is kind of new out there, it's called Stunt Pig, and it's stunt, like a stunt devil, but a stunt pig.
Like the pig would be riding a motorcycle and jumping over the Grand Canyon or Caesar's the fountains in Caesar's Palace.
Exactly, like their logo is basically that. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, well,
I should be in branding.
You're hired.
Get Nadyli back out here. All right, good. Talk to me. What else? So what happened?
So it's two fantastic chefs that I think found themselves out of work. You know,
Wow.
both have worked at great restaurants in town, and they are doing a truck that's going to be. I think what I'm thinking is going to be mostly like obviously pig and meat oriented and a lot of barbecue, but. So there were these
pig in the name
drumsticks and this super hot sauce. It was so good.
What sticks? I talked over you. What sticks?
A drumstick with the leg.
Pig drumsticks.
So they did this little. It was kind of like a party thing for like the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
But you got a drumstick. You got a big old stunt pig drumstick.
Yeah, little chicken drumsticks, and then they did some veggies with a real herby bean dip that was fantastic. One of them was like pickled jicama. It was
so tell me about the pickled jicama.
It was pickled jicama.
And the little chicken drumstick. I don't know what I'm talking. Where my mind's going right now.
Dude,
so
we all big drumsticks at first.
So I thought it was a pig drumstick. So it was a chicken drumstick. I was like, oh god.
Chicken drumstick.
I thought it was just like one big ass pig, like a ham hock. Is that what they call it? Like a. Oh, we got pictures.
There they are.
And this is off a truck. So this is awesome. Like, I know it sucks, but like innovation and how people are innovating during this pandemic. Two chefs out of work, obviously, because just like the higher percentage of them than there should be, but got together and a truck. They can't shut that down. You know what I mean? You're outside and you're mobile.
Yeah.
And social distancing's already built in.
Reading instructions and like, and I don't know if I sent you this picture, but the other really great thing that it came with was, what did they call it? Like pork candy, I think they called it, but it was like candied bacon that was fantastic. That is not the pork candy, but that's
wow.
amazing.
That's almost like another angle of what we're looking at. I mean, it's literally, that's what it is. When you were talking about drumsticks, snacks is like, did you say stunt pig? And then just drop down like Tracy Jackson just said that.
Drum snacks.
Drum snacks.
Drumstick. Drum snacks. There it is. Oh, speaking of snacks, Snacks had some snow action this week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he loves the snow. He fucking loves the snow.
It wasn't too deep for him this time, was it?
Not this time, but I mean, the last time it was up to his chin. He was having a hard time.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, I always like that night that it snowed a bunch. I was like, hey, somebody came over last night, and I opened up the door. He was like, holy shit.
He was back at it.
Yeah.
Scott, Sarah, either of you guys vegetarians?
I'm not.
I was for like 15 years, but no.
I wasn't.
Okay, cool. No, I just saw like when we were talking about stunt pig, I saw your face go like, and then I decided
to. It was when she said drumstick, and I was envisioning a giant
pig drumstick.
Oh, pig. So was I. I'm gonna do the rest of the show like this, like it's like it's Snacks talking. That's my head.
Snacks is your head.
Hey everybody, you be sure. I'm just gonna lay spread eagle here in a minute, but right now.
Mouth move.
What'd you say about Snacks? Okay, anyway.
Make his mouth move. You know that app that you can make your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Animate.
Okay. All right. So that is awesome, Kate. All right. So yeah. two quality spots. Do we know where Stunt Pig's gonna be? Is there like a pretty much
just follow them on their social media, on their Instagram, and they usually post in their story about like how to order from them, and they delivered it right to my house.
Oh, they delivered. Boom.
Yep. It was awesome. It was a really great experience, and it was delicious. So I'm definitely going to do it again.
That's awesome. I'm going to get on that too. I'm going to add them to the repertoire.
Yeah. Kate, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, babe.
Where you said it was 2 chefs who are no longer working. Like, did they have restaurants, or they were working in restaurants, or and they started a food truck? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's Cody and Ariel. They hang out together.
There's that bacon.
She was the butcher at the Ace.
Okay.
She was also the chef at Marty's Market like 1,000 years ago. When it was great.
She was the butcher at the Ace.
Yeah, and Cody's been all around. He was a cure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's really good. It's really delicious.
I don't think I ever looked disgusted, by the way. I apologize if I did.
Oh no, you didn't. You were licking chops, but Sarah had that
leg.
Because for me, it's the same look. If I think something looks like so good, I'm like almost offended. I'm like, oh no, I want it right now. Like I kind of look angry.
Well, Stunt Pig is now like my future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
The other thing I just want to
please,
mention that we're going into Valentine's Day weekend. There's a really cool thing that's happening. It's going on sale tomorrow. So Bitter Ends Luncheonette, which is one of my favorite places in town, Becca makes some of the best food, is pairing with Dinner Bell magazine, which is a food-centric magazine that's based out of Pittsburgh, and they're doing a Valentine's Day mashup. It's going to have Valentines that are made from 70s cookbooks. There might be some candy involved. There's going to be romance-centric sandwiches going on. So if you haven't done your Valentine's Day thing, this is something you need to get on.
Romance-centric sandwiches. That was my old pickup line, I'm a piece of white bread, you're a piece of white bread. I don't know where I'm going with that. But so a sandwich, that's pretty
romantic already.
No, I'm excited. Do we know can we find out about that tomorrow on the Bitter Ends website, or what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, just go to the Bitter Ends website. Sometime in the morning, she'll probably post it for literally on Valentine's Day, Sunday morning pickup.
And so we're for people that are late in the game, that maybe didn't order in advance for that sweet meatball massacre or any of the other things that were happening. Maybe I can get in on this action right now.
Yeah, it's super romantic. Not to mention that there's also going to be, you get a link, and some of the artists that are in the magazine are going to be reading some of their pieces that are also food and romantic. So I would go for it. It's going to be a home run.
A home run.
If you know what I'm saying.
A home run. Yeah. If you just get to third base, you'll get your money back. I'm sorry. Okay, this is great. So we've got it there. Bitter Ends Garden Luncheonette. This is fantastic. This is great. So check this out tomorrow. Anything else smoking, Kate? Anything else going on? How's everything going with Allegheny Eats?
Good. It's been great. I mean, people are ordering, and honestly, like if we could get more service workers to get these meals, I mean, everybody's making some delicious stuff. I think the Vandal had I don't remember, something with delicious chicken.
What a show off, man! Come on.
Hey, if you were packing what Snacks is packing, you'd be doing it too, buddy.
I'm saying. I mean,
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, dude.
Not again.
Anyway.
I don't know if I can make that in my head. I think we'll get flagged. We'll definitely get flagged. I think we're losing sponsors here. I'm getting word from the booth. I think things are going south here. Not because of Snacks Live, because of Dave exploiting the old Snacks.
You're gonna have mostly catheter sponsors after this.
Well, anyway, Tracy's got to leave, but Tracy, stick around. We might do another song. And by we, I mean they. So anyway, so Kate, all right, so Allegheny Eats is going, restaurant professionals, look into that. You can get some meals out of there, and people at home, buy into these meals, because it's more than just you getting awesome food.
Yeah,
The
it's
proceeds,
really supporting everybody. I mean, being a part of this program, we've been making meals since October, and it's really helped the Radish. And it feels good for everybody to know that we're making food for our our community. So it's cool.
it's seriously a win-win, and I mean, I'm not even saying that sarcastically. I mean, it's like if you want bang for your buck, this is the thing for you that you can. If you want to feel good about eating some awesome food, if you want to feel better about a great meal, go with this.
Yeah,
So,
those baby tacos, dude, they look great. Anyway,
right.
yeah.
Awesome, Kate. Well, that's fantastic. So, Kate, one last thing before I might try to twist the arm of the Wreckids to do another song for us. So Valentine's Day, on occasion, you've been known to eat like year-old Halloween candy. So do you have like, does the same thing go for Valentine's Day? Do you have like a stockpile of like Valentine's Day chocolates? Did you get like a bag of those and just have them on hand? No?
I need to.
I think I need to buy you a bag of chocolate, Kate.
I'm actually low. I'm like,
Well,
I had this big bag of a mixed bag, and then all I have are those like plain Hershey bars left, and they're just sitting there looking at me like, "Are you there? Are you desperate enough to eat?"
Is today the day? Is today regular little year-old Hershey bar day?
Only if you mix it with a toasted marshmallow and a graham cracker.
Yeah, that's what they're.
Nadyli says Black Radish Kitchen has given her the best dinners from her time in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All right. Last 2 nights dinner from Black Radish and Allegheny Eats the bomb, says Tracy Jackson. So that's fantastic, Kate. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe you'll get a fresh bag of chocolate. Maybe if I'm in your neighborhood, I might drop one off for you. Maybe.
Sack of chocolate.
Sack of chocolate, like Valentine's chocolates. It'll be like Valentine's chocolates, but it'll be my old Halloween candy.
I'll take it.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I'm not gonna, like, God knows I'm not gonna go to the store. Like let's be real, folks. I'm not going fucking shopping. Like it's not happening. It's just not gonna go down like that. But that's cool. I was just curious about that, if the Valentine's Day candy carries over like the Halloween candy does. Okay, real quick for you. The 20th anniversary of the Three River Stadium being imploded, the EH25 little jag-off pole. Where would you fall? Best moments. Was it getting imploded? Was it the Immaculate Reception? Was it Roberto Clemente's 3000th hit? Or was it a concert? Let alone maybe the Grateful Dead concert, but or any old concert will do.
I mean, the Grateful Dead concert, the last one that they had, was definitely. I was not there.
It was epic, though.
It was epic. People still talk about it.
Friends were there. I was not there.
Mind blown. But it was definitely watching it blow up. I mean, I wasn't there for the hit or the reception.
It was like 74 and 72. But yeah.
Yeah. But I did watch that live on the telly. I wasn't there.
I texted a friend of mine, hey, 20th anniversary of the stadium coming down. And he was like, hey, man, I was there. And I'm like, I drove. You were in my car, dickhead. like, yeah, I know. But anyway, that happened. Pete, what are your thoughts?
On what? What are we talking about?
Final answer on this. The blowing it up. Are you on blowing it up?
I've been on team blowing it up the whole time. I mean, I hate the Grateful Dead, so never go that route.
Oh, jeez, Pete. So negative. My God. God,
no, I just can't get it.
You just come out with like hate. You use these harsh words. Like, I mean, this is nothing but love on this show, man. We're alone, but we're together. You know what? Don't build walls, man.
You know what? I gave the Grateful Dead a shot. I actually watched the series on Amazon last week.
Documentary doesn't count. Like that's not like watching a VH1 behind the music. like Chris Christopherson doing the narration, like, and then Jerry Garcia got picked up, got arrested for LSD at Haight-Ashbury. That's in San Francisco. I don't know. You couldn't afford to live there now. I'm Chris Christopherson. I'm a fantastic actor and a songwriter. Bobby McGee. Anyway, so I was doing my close-up voice on the microphone, and Dave caught me with it. So anyway, so speaking of all that, I think we're gonna start wrapping things up here briefly. But I was hoping, Nadyli's back. All right, so we were gonna have maybe the Wreckids maybe do one more, and then all kind of drink our drinks and see if it's it could be 10 seconds, it could be 2 minutes. You never know with the Wreckids.
My White Claw's empty.
Ooh.
Well, Scott better go get you a fresh one.
Okay, so this song pairs well with Aiello's pepperoni pizza.
Oh man, I want.
Did you guys see the crust on that thing?
Oh.
That's where I did my disgusted face, but it was really like, oh, I want it so bad. I actually looked disgusted.
Is that your O face, or is that your... I'm so sorry, Sarah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Sarah's got it rough.
Hey, Kate.
Yeah.
Kate, you know why I like pizza so much?
Why, babe?
Because, and I'm being totally serious for the first time tonight, it's fresh bread made just for you. I don't care where you go, you're getting bread, maybe it's fresh, maybe it's on a pan, and you can pick one out. I just love that when you order that pizza with your weird toppings, whatever you like, I mean, they make it just for you. And when you get it, it's fresh.
Sarah, you must really love him.
We had that conversation. Oh, Papa John. We haven't done this one.
It's okay. We haven't done it in a while, but we've done it 1,000 times.
Yeah, I gotta remember the first line though. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. One moment in time, all thanks to wine. The glass fell down to the ground. Everyone knows the sound. There is blood in my house. There's blood on my blouse. His foot stepped down on a shard. Now he's out in the yard. I am not guilty of this. I did not will the abyss. I am not guilty of this. There is blood on the floor. Now there is some more. He fell back onto some stone. They smashed his memory bones. I am not guilty of this. I did not will the abyss. I am not guilty of this. I did not will the abyss. One moment in time. Now I'm spreading love. His name used to be Dave. Now he's in a shallow grave. I am not guilty of this. I did not
of this. I am not guilty of this. One moment in time.
That's the wrong key, by the way.
I know. I did that one in the key of in 5.
It should be 7.
I should have been in the key of 7.
Yeah.
You don't have.
Thank
We don't
you
have
for
to.
clapping, though.
We
That
don't
was
have to know
weird.
how that sausage is made. Come on. I will tell you one thing. That was like I for a second there thought there was going to be a song about pizza, and that was like just like the sweetest intro ever. You're like, you know what I like about pizza, Kate? It's bread, and they make it right for you. And then all of a sudden, and then Sarah was going to come in and was like, it's bread. And yeah, there was going to be a whole pizza song.
You have a pizza delivery line
It's
in
bread.
the song.
It's bread.
That's how I would write it.
Yep.
That's how I start. It's my process.
Well, hey, don't share too much, okay? Because you got to. It's patented. Well, that was fantastic. Thank you so much. It was great. I don't know what you're talking about with the key. Forget the keys.
Real quick, Kate. This
Yeah.
is patented. This is my food truck idea. Okay, you have a food truck. You make it look like the A-Team van, and it's called I Pita the Food.
I pita the food. I pita the food. I pita the food.
It's don't steal that. It's copyrighted.
Did you do pita or pita? ED or A?
It's pita.
I pita
I-T-A.
the food.
I pita.
Think about it.
I get it, but I'm just going to change a letter and make it my own. Because I happen to have that van. I happen to have that van. Actually, you could just paint like a food truck with the black with the red stripe and put a spoiler on the roof. That'd be genius.
I mean, that's kind of my idea. That's what I said, but that's cool, man.
Apply to share by March 8th.
Yeah, like apply to a sender. They got the thing there. That's kind of my idea, man. I just expressed your idea. I just said your idea. I'm going to a sender. I'm going to learn about this. I'm going to figure out how to do this. I'm going to beat you to the punch. And I'm going to put my Mr. T bobblehead on the dashboard. No, on the hood.
Wait, so a spoiler and a red. Okay, I'm going to write this down. Spoiler, red stripe, black. Got it. Thank you.
But a truck, not just the van.
That's the whole business plan right there. Just what you said.
That is his business.
That's literally it.
Just a van. Does this happen every week? This happens 3 days a week, Tracy. 3 days a week for a fucking year.
146, baby.
146.
Someone
But
needs to do a wellness check on Patrick.
nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I got like whenever I get like super pale, Dave showed me how to give myself some like color through the monitor. When things just get bad, I just pinch my cheeks.
Just grab some of the grease from your wall.
For my naughty pine, I just take some of that paint job and put it everywhere. I just smear it everywhere and just like, let's do the show.
Little crease.
like it's showtime. Like it's like a cross between like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker and the Bob Fosse movie All That Jazz. If you ever saw that. You never saw that movie? Have you ever seen the movie All That Jazz? Really? Oh, you need to see the movie. You need to see the movie.
I'm in. We'll watch it tonight.
No, for real, you'll like it. I'm not kidding. It's
we'll watch it tonight.
okay. Great.
Chicago, isn't that like good enough?
Nope. You need to see all. You need to see all that jazz. You need to see all that jazz. The man should have won an Oscar. So anyway, speaking of Teen Wolf, this might be my Halloween costume for next year. Dave's pulling that up, rounding out the show. I know we ran a little over, but so what? Things happen. Wow, this guy's really into it for this photo shoot.
What a dick nose.
Dick nose. Mansueto, have you ever done Teen Wolf for Halloween? Dave.
What do you mean, like a costume?
Yeah.
Maybe this year.
Yeah, this could be the thing. Well, if there's a Halloween, this could be the thing. You're kind of tall for the Michael J. Fox thing, but
yeah,
but you could pull it off.
Well, I did the Back to the Future, but I was Doc, you know?
I remember. I was tending bar at that party, and you guys blew my mind.
You can be Styles if I can be Boof.
Oh, man, I thought I was Boof. But okay, I'll be Styles. I want to be Styles. We could totally analyze.
He's 3/4 of the way there, though.
Dave actually shaved the monkey tail into his beard as like a dare on the show. And because he did that, I had to shave a beard. I had to shave everything but the gray. So basically, I had 2 white pom-poms on my chin. And it somehow looked like James Hetfield. But I don't know how that happened, but it did. But Dave had one of the killerest facial hair configurations. It was perfectly crafted with the monkey tail that came around the lip and around up to the sideburns. And he still has the remnants of that right now, but it's too dark to tell. But anyway, I think we're riding. There it is. We're riding long, but please be sure to everyone that's still watching, check out the Wreckids. They've got a gig coming up March 12th. Kate's got Allegheny Eats, and also wants you to check out what's going on with Bitter Ends and Luncheonette with their thing there. And Ascender has their thing going on. That's going to be the cutoff was March
8th.
March 8th. But if you want to get in for the workshop, you got to get in there sooner. So go to the website for that, ascenderpgh.com. Thank you all very much. I think it's time that we bring back some sage advice to send you guys home from Sally Wiggin. That's for people who don't cover their nose with their masks.
When I walk out and there's someone without a mask and they come too close to me, I'm just racked with fear, and then I want to punch them in the face.
Keep on saying it. Keep it real. Keep it real for that. Thank everybody. Be sure to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Check in on your friends that you haven't talked to for a while. This shit can be really isolating. Do that, and keep washing your hands, keep wearing your mask, goes over the nose. We're going to be back tomorrow night with Mark Fleischer from the CLO. Natalie Besavenga is going to be talking to Michael Santiago, photographer, photojournalist. You may have remembered when he was on, he had some problems with the Post-Gazette. Now he's at Getty. And also Dave Bracey will be here talking local brews. So we will be back tomorrow night. Check that out. Dave, do you want to roll credits, or do you want to tell him what Batman would say?
Why you wearing a mask? Were you going to acid or something like that?
Oh no, it's just they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
It's true, though. We're wearing...
Well, how many of you are there?
Oh, there's dozens. I'd rather not say exactly.
No, no.
I haven't seen daylight in 3 months. Police officers who haven't seen daylight in 3 months. Dial it back, officer. The situation is unprecedented. Let's move away from this location and then call it in.
Right, let's go.
No, we'll take it from here. You stay and look after these folks.
Keep on scratching.
Yeah.
Not what I wanted. Not
Patrick's greatest hits.
Son of a bitch. I'll never ask again for you to run a video. It'll never happen. Liam Neeson? You son of a bitch.
Wear a mask.
Good. I'll take it. He's ready. Anyway, thank you all. Sorry we ran long, but I think it was worth it. Anybody on the show that wants to hang for a couple minutes after the credits roll, we'll be here offline. But take care of each other. Thank you all very much. See you guys tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
Sure.